Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button. We have a ton of content coming out for you guys every single day. Certainly don't want to miss a thing. Don't forget to tune in on Thursdays and Tuesdays for our premiere videos with the live chat. Chance to come on in, give us suggestions for videos, any questions you may have, ideas you may have, or just in general BS with us. We always enjoy just sitting there shooting the crap with our fans. So please join us on Thursdays at 6 o'clock. I'm there every single Thursday. Amy is in on most of those as well. And the Tuesdays at 4:30. So far, I have not missed a single one. Work may interfere with that, but I'll always go back and check the logs. All of this is just leading up to our chance to start live streaming, where we'll do our craps tournament with our fans participating. Probably do a patron-only live stream craps tournament as well. Then add in some blackjack, pai gow, baccarat, whatever we can think of, and probably have a continuous craps tournament going at all times. Live stream is going to give us so many options we can do. Shout out to Wes and everybody else that's given us a super chat, super sticker tip on these live chats. It's always appreciated. Just like all of our patrons, we appreciate all those tips and support, and we hope you guys are enjoying those exclusive videos that we're putting out for you guys. Now that we're starting to put out the entire dice class, 2 videos a week, we hope you guys are enjoying it. And otherwise, we're going to go straight into today's video. Okay, so this particular video is a request from our last live chat, and it's just talking about some of the various parlays that can occur on the center action, some of the more lesser known. I mean, if you guys go back and if you guys search our videos for the Miracle Roll video, where it talks about the absolutely amazing come out roll parlay horn bet that occurred, it was just truly amazing to sit there and watch it, and a lot of fun. Not so much to figure out the payouts, but a lot of fun to deal it and to pay this guy. Horn bet parlays, pretty common. Some of the more common parlays, people might do a dollar crap, and if it hits, parlay that into an $8 horn. Or they'll do a $2 C&E, and same thing, if it hits, they parlay it into an $8 horn. Pretty common. If the E hits, they actually will parlay that into a $16 horn. Parlay all your money, put it up onto the horn. Fairly common, pretty cool when it hits. And as far as C&Es and horns, those hitting back to back, it does happen. I mean, there's the horn numbers have a 1 in 9 chance of hitting. There are 4 of them out of the 4 combinations of them. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm calculating that out wrong. There are 6, so you have a 1 in 6 chance of hitting. So they have a 1 in 6 chance of hitting on the horn numbers. So the odds of back-to-back ones, it's not terrible, because the 12 has one way of hitting, the 2 has one way of hitting, the 3 has 2 ways of hitting, and then the Yo has 2 ways of hitting. So that gives you 6 chances out of the 36 combinations of the dice. 1 in 6 chance. What that also means is you have a 1 in 36 chance, roughly, well, not roughly, precisely, 1 in 36 chance of back-to-back. Now, once you start getting into, back-to-back-to-back horn number hits, now you're looking at 1 in 200 and change, which is still not it's not great odds, but it happens. Like, it's things that we see every single day. I mean, we see, 1,000 rolls a day, so we definitely see this kind of stuff happen all the time. But just back-to-back, it's pretty cool. Even a back-to-back 12, we'll see those. That's a little bit rarer. Now we're looking at 1 in a little over 1,000 chance, but it does happen. Again, we see thousands of rolls a day, so we see just about any of the combinations that are like, I'd say 1 in 2,000 chances or less. So the horn number parlay, common. Craps to horn, common. Hard way parlays, it's very, very common. Go from $1 to $10 when it hits. Go from $10 to $100 when it hits. We see that kind of stuff all the time. The 6 and the 8 are easy. Whereas with the 4 and 10, they'll parlay up to $8. So a lot of times you might see a player throw in a couple of bucks just to make it an even $10. Or if you have a $3 one and it hits and they say parlay, it goes up to $24. Oftentimes we'll tell the player, hey, throw me $1. And they don't really question it. They throw us $1 and we just make it a quarter. We make it a green, easy peasy, simple to pay, looks visually appealing. They're super excited to have green on it. It's a win for everybody. But what are some of the other ones? Well, you got this one. right here. A $5 any 7, or $5 big red, if you want to call it a big red. And if it hits, what does it parlay to? Well, it pays 20 bucks. It's a 5-4-1 or 4-2-1. So if you parlay it, it goes up to a quarter. If it hits again, back-to-back hits, you just made 100 bucks. But you could also parlay it. Now, if it hits, you could pay 400 bucks. 500 if you decide to take it down. So I know what you're thinking. You're asking yourself, what are the chances that it hits that many times? Well, you have a 1 in 36 chance of it hitting back-to-back. That's not terrible. It's less than 3%, but it happens. 1 in 36 chance. You basically have the same odds of a 7 rolling back-to-back as you do any particular hard way rolling once. Those are all 1 in 36 chances. So you have a 1 in 6 shot at any 7 rolling. That means that you have a 1 in 6 times 1 in 6. So a 1 in 36 chance of it rolling back to back. So parlaying it from 5 to a quarter and then collecting your $100 is, because if it parlayed from there, it would go up to 125, right? If you did a full parlay. Most players say go to 100. They collect the green, so they're up at that point. Now, doing it again, 3 times in a row, and now again you're looking at 1 in 200 and something. So it's not super common, but it certainly happens. It does happen, and it happens. I mean, I've seen come out rolls that last 5 to 10 minutes. There's nothing but 7s, 11s, 7s. We had one the other day that I want to say it was 6 7s in a row. I know it was 5 because I clearly remember the lady right next to me, very shrill voice, oh my God, that's 5 times in a row. And she was right. So I think it may have rolled again. What else can people do? Well, some people will parlay a world bet. Now, the thing about a world bet is you're going to get change one way or the other. If a 3 or an 11 rolls, that is going to pay you $11. So if you parlay it, you're looking at a $15 world, you get $1 back. We're not going to do a $16 world. I could pay it. I know some dealers that can, but most boxes aren't going to want to deal with that. Same thing if a 12 or 2 rolls. You're going to get paid $26. So you'll parlay into a $30 world and you'll collect $1. But there's another way to do it as well. You could go straight down to a horn instead. So if a 3 or 11 rolled on a $5 world, you could parlay it into a $16 horn. If a 2 or 12 were to roll, you could parlay that down into a $30 horn, collect $1. Either way, you're going to be collecting $1 on that one. Or you could even throw in $1 and go to a $32 horn. Definitely different ways of doing that. Same thing over here. Same thing on a 3-way crap. If an ace deuce rolls, some people will parlay it to a $16 horn. Other people, if they say parlay, they're going to go to a $15 3-way crapper. They're going to get $1 back. If it's a 2 or a 12 that rolls, now we're looking at a $30 3-way crap, and they're going to get $1 back. You know, the 3-way crap. I personally, if you're going to play around and do like parlays and stuff like that, definitely do them on the types of bets that hold multiple different numbers within it, like a horn bet, the 2, the 3, the 11, 12. Something that holds multiple combinations of the dice. I'm not a huge fan of doing, say, $1.12 and then parlaying it to a $30 12. It's pretty awesome when it hits, but back-to-back 12s, I do see them every day. I see back-to-back 12s a couple times a day, a couple times every shift I work. But man, if I tried to bet, if I just did $1.12 every single roll and parlayed it, I'd probably be out hundreds, if not $1,000 before it ever hit, if it hit on me. So yeah, it's awesome that it pays $900 on that, but it's very difficult for that to hit, and because there's only one combination, even a high-low. A high-low, if it hits, you collect $1 and you go to a $30 high-low. You have 2 combinations of the dice. Out of 36 chances, 2 combinations of the dice for it to hit again. So you got a 1 in 18 chance to hit again. Or for it to hit, just for it to hit. So I'm not a huge fan of those. I do see them, and they're cool. They're fun when they hit. But if I'm doing a parlay, I would do a C&E, parlay to horn, something like that, or even just parlay to C&E. And I would do horns, I would do worlds, because there's multiple combinations within those that have a chance of hitting, or parlay in the any 7. Although depending on how much I was betting, I might even just go so far as to do a 3-way 7, and then do some kind of parlay on top of that. But there's a lot of different types of parlay bets, and you should look at if you decide you want to do one, look at exactly what it is you're trying to do, and also make sure you understand the payouts. I've had people that say, have a horn high aces and 11 rolls, and they say, parlay it. And we go, give them a dollar change. They say, no, parlay it, stack it all up. We're not doing a $16 horn high aces. Yes, I know the keys. Yes, I can pay this. What is most likely going to happen is the dealer's going to go, okay, you've got a $16 horn bet. No longer high on anything. You've got a $16 horn bet. They're going to keep it proper. So make sure you know what things pay out, so you don't start an argument with the dealers. Always question if you're not sure about your payouts. Dealers are human. They make mistakes. I guarantee there's nobody out there in the history of working that has not made a mistake ever throughout their entire work history. People make mistakes, especially on really fast-moving jobs like ours is. So if you're not sure, you always ask, but you can't really ask or question if you don't know what it pays yourself. I've actually had that with difficult players that are challenging a payout. Oh, that's not right. I've knowing that it was right because I watched it get paid. I've asked them, well, what does it pay? And it pays more than that. No, sir, it doesn't. If you're saying that what they gave you is incorrect, well, I say it is correct. You have to tell me what you think it pays. So always make sure you know what your own bets pay out. And I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, just plain fun. Thank you for the suggestion, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.